觉得加分应该是整场最焦点的时刻吧。
I think the hardest part is both me and my opponent. We play at our highest level, and I think the toughest part in this game is the second set when it's 20 over 20. Yeah.
Zhang, I heard something about that you are going out tonight to have a steak. Which steak is your favorite?
我们听到了一个八卦，说你今天晚上要吃牛排。你喜欢吃什么牛排？
我今天晚上准备吃一个1000克的牛排，2份，因为丹麦的牛排确实是很好吃。
I love Danish steaks, so I will have 2 kilos of steaks tonight.
Thank you very much and congratulations.
Well, he deserves it too. So 4 finals complete and 4 titles to China. Will China make it a clean sweep because they're involved in the men's doubles as well? But the defending champions and world number ones Yong-dae and Yeon-seong from Korea up against a pair that are appearing in their first ever Super Series tournament final together. They, between them, have won 32 Super Series titles. So the men's doubles, so often the last final on finals day. Certainly the final of the men's doubles from the recent World Championships and All-Korean affair was an absolute thriller. And of course the pair we've got on court, Yong-dae and Yeon-seong, were beaten in that final by Go Sung-hyun and Shin Baek-chul. Well, before the men's doubles gets underway, we can look at the Destination Dubai rankings. And I can tell you that Yong-dae and Yeon-seong will go up to number 1 after this Denmark Open. They are in their 4th consecutive Super Series tournament final. Obviously, Lee and Tsai will go down 1 place. I can tell you that the 3 and 4 will swap positions as well, because Endo and Hawaka lost in the last 16, whereas Asan and Setiawan made it through to the quarterfinals, so they will go above the Japanese pair. Pratama and Saputra will move down, but how far we don't quite know. And it's all dependent on the current number 13s from China, because Fu Haifeng and Zhang, if they win, they could leapfrog up 8 places to number 5. And if they are beaten in today's final, then they'll go up 5 places to number 8. So it's all hanging in the balance, and obviously where Boa Mogensen and the Chinese pair in that list at the moment at number 6, where they go, is all dependent on the result of this men's doubles final. So 3 Indonesian pairs at the moment in the top 10. Only 2 will be able to contest and go to Dubai for the Super Series finals.
The umpires, DYoo, Zhang from Thailand, and service judges, This from Latvia.
So Morton, just one final to come, and China involved once again, but in my book they're not the favourites for this. Of course, the Chinese pair not seeded, whereas Yong-dae and Yeon-seong currently the world number ones, and as I was just explaining, after today's final, whether they win or lose, they will go to number one on the Destination Dubai rankings as well, so they must be favourites for this.
They are favourites, but that doesn't necessarily say that they will win.
No.
But yes, they're standing a good chance. But what we saw from the Chinese combination yesterday was quite good. When I say quite, you know, it's just a Danish way of understating things. But I think they played a very good match yesterday in the semi-final and got some of the qualities that will possibly be able to beat this Korean pair.
Yes, because of course they beat yesterday in the quarterfinal the Korean pair, who are the world champions, beating this Korean pair in the World Championship final. Yeah. Well, it's a new experience for them as a pair, vastly experienced individuals. They're both reigning Olympic champions, Fu Haifeng and Zhang. Of course, in the mixed doubles, Fu Haifeng. In the men's doubles with DYoo. 32 Super Series titles between the two Chinese players. 54 titles between them in total.
Only 54.
Well, do you think that's impressive? Yong-dae has won 55 titles himself.
That's impressive.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
It is.
Here is the men's doubles draw, and as you can see from quarter-final stage, 3 Chinese pairs, in fact only 4 different nations represented, 2 Koreans, 2 Indonesians, and that 1 Danish combination as well. So the Asian Games gold medalists, the number 2 seeds, Hassan and Setiawan, who were beaten finalists last year, losing in that quarter-final. And for Bo and Mogensen, 2010 winners, they lost in yesterday's semi-final. I always get excited when we see a new combination of undoubted talent. There's no question about the Chinese players and individuals. But here the world number ones, Yeon-seong, 28 years of age, Yong-dae, 26. And since forming their partnership, this is their 9th final from 13 tournaments. They've already won 6 titles, including the last 3 Super Series events. Japan, Indonesia and Australia. 3 titles in 3 weeks is incredible. And there you can see how impressive they've been, including that quarter-final against the number 8 seeds, Gideon Marcus Fernaldi and Marcus Kido. And the semi-final against the number 3 seeds, former champions Bo and Mogensen. All of their matches in 2 straight games, the longest match, 43 minutes for yesterday's semi-final. So that really is very, very impressive. So for the Chinese pair, Fu Haifeng, 30 years of age, from Guangdong province in the south of China. Zhang, born in Beijing, 24 years of age. Twice world champion. Zhang in the mixed doubles with his off-court partner as well as on-court partner, Zhao Yunlei, with whom he also won the Olympic gold medal in London. Well, there you can see both the second round against the number 6 seeds, Lin Sai from Chinese Taipei, and again in the quarterfinal against number 2 seeds. Both those matches going the full distance. Now this will be just the second meeting between these two pairs. First meeting in the semi-final of the Indonesia Premier Super Series event, the last Premier event prior to this Denmark Open.
Yong-dae, Yeon-seong, Korea.
And obviously with Yong-dae and Yeon-seong going on to win that title, they obviously won when they met in the semi-final in Jakarta.
Zhang played mixed doubles in that event as well.
Yes, he did.
And he got to the final as far as I remember, didn't he? No, he lost the first round in Indonesia.
Yes, to Goresia Poli and...
That's true.
Joko. Yeah, youngster.
A youngster, yes.
Kevin.
Kevin is his name, yes. Very bright prospect in the doubles for Indonesia.
Yeah, nicely done.
2-love.
Well, the Korean combination really did have the most amazing winning streak of those 3 Super Series tournaments I was talking about. And all the way through to the final of the World Championships, that was a 19-match winning streak.
Service over.
Which, given the intensity of men's doubles discipline and the number of very, very good pairs, that really was quite remarkable. Oh, challenge.
They both agreed on that.
Challenge, full Haifeng. Oh, out.
No, it was called in. They wouldn't challenge if it was called out, surely. Because it would be their point if it had been called out.
Yes.
Oh, it's all nerve-wracking, I have to say, for court officials as well.
Yeah, we sit here in the luxury and back here.
Yeah.
Not under pressure.
Well, it was definitely called in. We're waiting for Hawkeye. And we wait for Hawkeye.
And we wait.
Well, there must be 1 or 2 technical problems for Hawkeye. And that's understandable. I know that it's very established in the world.
There we come, yeah. It's out.
Yeah, well out.
Challenge. Successful.
Yes, well done, umpire. Corrected herself. Yeah, you can see from that it's clearly out.
Play.
So, challenge successful.
Service over. 3-2.
Oh, goodness. Well, the number of times we saw Yeon-seong yesterday in the semi-final against Boa Mogensen play those wonderful disguised drop shots. Trying another there, but this time not successful. But I guess he'd spot the Chinese pair a little. Opportunity was there for that disguised drop. It's interesting, Morton, we were talking about favourites for events, and of course with the Korean pair that we're seeing here in the final, they were overwhelming favourites, probably in most people's minds, for the world title. Oh, service fault called, struck above the waist, you know, and all the pressure was on them because not only were they expected to win, but they had to play their teammates. And then, you know, I felt they were favourites playing at home for the Asian Games. They lost in the final to Mohamed Hassan and Hendra Setiawan. So, you know, just because you're favourites, as you rightly said, doesn't mean to say they will win, but they are favourites, and I'm wondering about the added pressure now that they have been so successful since forming their partnership last year at this particular tournament.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I think what is interesting here is that somehow the Chinese pair, Zhang and Haifeng, they're actually having some of the tools in the toolbox that's needed to play and possibly beat this pair. Look at that, the defense there. Oh, that's good.
What a smash.
That is good. But we had fine examples here of why I think the Chinese pair is able to play on par with the Koreans. They have that defense. They're very good in the flat exchanges, and they have a brilliant attack.
Yeah. I mean, Fu Haifeng is known for his power smash and his angles, and I mean, quite frankly, when we've watched Zhang Nan in the mixed doubles, his attacking play and the way he can close down that mid-court area is quite phenomenal.
And here we saw it again.
Yeah.
And both of the Chinese are also serving well.
Yeah. Serve, skimming the net, being slightly deflected, and that's why there was the error on the return. Oh, plenty of Chinese fans in this afternoon, isn't there?
Yes. And they're having a field day today.
Yes.
4 out of 4.
Oh, yes. That's incredible. Chinese players encroaching further and further forward, really putting pressure. And we were talking earlier in the week, Morten, about sides attack formation.
Yes.
You know, and that was a perfect example, wasn't it? Both looking to go forward and close things down.
Exactly, and then Fu Haifeng did it. And straight away you saw how Zhang Nan was moving in behind him.
Yeah.
Should that lift had come, he would have been ready.
Yeah.
But they play very, very fast, the 2 men in red here.
Crikey, they are fast, aren't they?
Very, very good by Zhang Nan here. How he's able to variate first the first one, then the other one. How he was able to move that shuttle around was really, really good.
One side to the other, making the defensive play switch from side to side.
You know what I've noticed? Despite, when you look at it, that Fu Haifeng, he has won how many world titles and how many whatever.
Yeah, 4 world titles to be precise.
And here, I think we see a very relaxed Fu Haifeng. In the past, even though he was world champion, he was a lot more tense than what we see him now. And I think it suits his game very nicely.
Well, I mean, I noticed it earlier in the week. We're staying at the same hotel as the Chinese team, and I was sitting down in the lobby talking to Fu Haifeng and Zhang, and Fu Haifeng was showing me pictures of his 2 small children, both little boys, and he did seem very, very relaxed. And you're right. I mean, and he's playing better badminton because of it.
Yep.
I think finally winning that Olympic gold medal. They'd achieved so much in sport. They lost in the final, he and Taiyun in Beijing, and home advantage there, perhaps all the pressure. I thought the Indonesians actually played
They played very well.
very, very well. But, it was almost as if that was the one thing that drove them and drove them and drove them on. And having achieved that Olympic gold medal in London in the men's doubles, he's now more relaxed in general.
Yeah, but who wouldn't be?
Well, of course.
Deserved.
Yeah. Service fault called.
Service over. 13.
Is that the second time that Yeon-seong has been called?
He was called on a number of occasions yesterday.
Yeah, it was the second time today.
Service over. 9-13. Service over. 14-9.
It's always intriguing, when we have these new pairs come onto the world scene, because it's quite obvious that to me, I think that the Koreans are a little unsure what tactics to use. They're not quite sure how they should be playing against this Chinese pair as a pair.
No, and they're getting pushed because the 2 Chinese are very fast and they are approaching the net very quick, and they're just as good in the flat exchanges. So some of the normal advantages that the Koreans are having is simply taken away from them.
10-15.
My word, that is good.
Service over.
Well, we talked yesterday, didn't we, about how he's improved his play from the front of the court.
Yeah. What a fine example. That was too short and too flat.
Service over. 11-16.
What a return. My goodness me.
17-11.
Well, you don't get any better than that, do you?
No. men's doubles is so much about this service situation. The serve, the return, and that third shot. And both these pairs are very, very, very good at it.
It's well left.
18-11.
Yeah, that's good play. Once again, a very, very good return by Zhang.
First game and N.Fu Haifeng.
That
Zhang,
very delicate
71-13.
block shot towards the net here, once again catching the Yong-dae off guard and score 21-13.
서비스 리턴할 때 우리 일단 중간볼 툭툭 미는 것보다 때리는 거 아니면 차라리 아예 그냥 속공을 넣어서 이렇게 잘하는 거잖아. 내려놓고 지나가는 거만 하나씩만 딱딱 잘라주고. 그리고 지금 첫 세트 때 얘네가 지금 공격한 게 3개, 4개밖에 안 돼. 올라가는 볼이 없단 말이야, 우리가 지금. 올라갈 볼들은 확실하게 딱 올려놓고 수비에서 우리가 다시 전환시키면 되는데 너무 안 올리고 붙여놓고 때리려고 하니까 코스가 때리려고 하니까. 거기서 뭐 올라갈 볼은 괜찮으니까 확실히 올려놓고 다시.
I'm interested, Morton, with both these men's doubles pairs, that the coaches have been on and off fairly quickly. I can understand it with the Chinese pair. Really only have to say, well done, boys. Keep doing the same thing.
Keep it up, keep it up.
But the Koreans also not complicating things, just
No,
simple advice.
Keeping it simple, and obviously it's two very experienced players. So unless that everything goes completely haywire, then, you know, stick to whatever you know you can.
Oh, that was going wide. Well, it was worth the scramble from the Koreans. Both going for that, but I think it was Yong-dae.
Yong-dae got it.
Yeah.
It's one of these shots you just hate. In between shot. Don't know what really to do with it, and he missed it for Haifeng.
Oh, that was a double hit, wasn't it?
Not detected.
The Koreans, I was convinced of it. There. No, there's no complaint from the Chinese pair, and I'm sure if it had been a double hit, they would have said something, so...
There would have been there.
I'm sure I must have seen something that wasn't there.
Suddenly we see a very, very attacking Korean pair.
Oh, service fault call. That's the third time in this match on Yeon-seong.
But if we get it in slow motion, you can see it so easily. Look at that.
Well, there's no good Yeon-seong going and appealing to the umpire. We have a service judge and their sole responsibility is to watch the serve. And the umpire can't overrule the service judge anyway. Unos Luzvidres from Latvia, our service judge. Unbelievable.
Yeah, what a defense by Zhang.
So too from Yong-dae. My goodness.
That's in, that's in.
A rally.
It's going to be a long day in the office if this carries on. What a fantastic rally. Zhang really plays some very, very, very good defensive shots down the line with a little bit of disguise.
You know, I have to say, Morten, when I first started watching Zhang Nan, wasn't really playing mixed doubles at all, and he was playing men's doubles with Chai Biao. They won one Super Series title, that was the China Masters. They reached the final of another 2010 China Open. And then when he started playing mixed doubles, I thought, what a waste. He's so good at this. He's got so much talent at men's doubles. Of course, it wasn't a waste. It was a very, very inspired decision that he should team up with Zhao Yunlei, you know, 2 world titles,
Yes.
Olympic title. I mean, of course, that was a wise decision. But when I first saw him, I noticed his talent in men's doubles. And of course,
yes.
his mixed doubles has taken priority, and we haven't been treated to seeing enough of him on the men's doubles court.
And here we have the chance.
Yeah.
Very, very good match.
Brilliant. The defence by the Chinese players to turn the momentum. This one here, look at that from Haifeng.
Yeah.
And then what a clever smash to end it.
Yeah, there's a little slice in it.
Yeah. Well, he's frustrated with himself, Zhang Nan, but in my opinion, he was looking to do the right thing, looking with his, having played that shot, he was looking to move forward.
He's got very, very quick racket skills.
Yeah. You know, a couple of rallies ago, Morton, you said if it continues like this, it's going to be a long day at the office for the players on court.
Yeah.
On a serious note, if it does go the full distance, I favour the Koreans much more.
Yeah, they can keep up the momentum better.
Exactly.
I agree with you totally on that.
Mm. And I also think that the Chinese pair have played such an explosive style of badminton so far and looking to close down all the gaps, and that's physically demanding. So even if, you know, stamina-wise, the Koreans are perhaps have, you know, more stamina, I think the style of play will go off the boil a little bit from the Chinese. I'm not sure they can keep up this explosive style.
They have to keep up this style. If they drop just 10%, they will lose.
Yeah. Brilliance.
Doesn't get better than that, does it?
Magnificent.
9-6.
And once again, a Lee Yong-dae speciality. The interception at the net.
Yeah, nicely done. Just too long.
Service over. 10-7. Prayer.
Oh, umpire's going to have a word. They're wasting too much time.
Okay.
Umpire Jiturut Thanu Karapat from Thailand.
And we just change the shuttle and buy a little bit more time.
I would like to just point out, though, Morton, we're very nearly at the mid-game interval of game number 2, and this match is less time than the opening game of the men's singles.
Yes.
So they can't be wasting that much time.
No.
8-10.
And it is fast and furious.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
That's what he's so good at. That's what he's so good at.
9-10.
Oh, I couldn't quite see it there from that angle. But he hits that with a backhand action,
He does.
doesn't he? Yeah.
Here he comes.
Yes.
That's the one from the right
Yeah.
shoulder. He's
Yeah.
able to get that across with the backhand.
Phenomenal.
Here he comes.
Incredible. This is being played at such a pace. Well, I'm voting definitely that we see Zhang more often on the men's doubles court. Yeah, and what an angle on the smash there. Took a bit of pace off it. Zhang. Crikey. That looked a little flat to me, that serve. But it wasn't called. Both the Koreans looked towards the service judge.
지금 수비에서 봐봐요. 예를 들어 연성이한테 대각선이든지 용대는 대각선 애들 장난이나 포에펑이 때렸을 때 이 볼이 대각선 사람이 처리하는 게 가운데로 몰려 지금 전부 다. 이 볼이 사이드까지 빠져줘야지 앞 사람이 전이가 움직여 빈자리가 또 보이는데 가운데 몰려보니까 2루 3구 못 뺀단 말이야. 초보에서 딱 뺄 때는 수비에서 확실하게 나한테 온다 생각하고 항상 그 장난을 좀 뽑아 때리니까 장난도 올라갔을 때 조금 땡겨. 포에펑 할 때는 조금 물러났다가 다시 만들어서. 어차피 분위기야, 분위기 싸움이니까.
Now, as the players return to court, I just want to clarify what I was saying about Zhang and my desire to see him on the men's doubles court more often. I still want to see him on the mixed doubles court as well.
Yeah, but he's definitely adding on, and I can't help thinking if, as I understand it, this combination did not play the Asian Games.
No, they didn't.
And China went on to lose it.
The men's team final, that is,
Yes.
12-10.
Yeah, the first men's doubles was Liu Xiaolong and Chu Sihan. And they lost to this Korean pair.
11-12.
The second men's doubles was Fu Haifeng playing with DYoo. Same shot, isn't it?
It's just going forward.
Yeah.
It's really, really quick. That's
There
the
it
one.
is. Yeah.
But what it does is it's turning a defensive situation into an attacking situation.
Yeah.
And that's all they want. They're using the pace from the smashes from the opponents and then adding on, generating even more pace with what they're doing. Very, very good.
Oh, service fault called.
Service over. 12-13. Service over. 14-13.
Oh, yes.
Service over. 14-all.
Oh, goodness gracious me.
15-14.
That was a loose serve, wasn't it? Got away with it, my goodness.
A big mistake on the return for Haifeng.
Gone wide.
For Haifeng, rather than relying on his power, he must try to find some angles as well. He's up against a very good defense here, and he's got to find some more angles.
Last two rallies, it's just gone through my mind whether Fu Haifeng has just gone down slightly in pace. Slightly slower to react. Not so much penetration on his smash the previous rally.
He had to work hard.
Yeah. They're trying to make him work hard again. Oh my goodness. What a rally.
That is good badminton.
Yeah.
Very good pictures here.
Join in Hope, join in coach.
Service over. 15-17. Play.
Oh, luck of the net cord, and that could prove
18-15.
a game changer. 3-point advantage and only 3 points needed for a third and deciding game. My goodness, look at the net wobble with the power of that shuttle thundering into it and bouncing over.
Yeah, no wonder he was happy.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing that the Chinese have to do. They have to get it down in front of the Koreans.
18.
Yeah. Yeah, look at the defensive stance there. On that first defensive shot from Yeon-seong, he was about at that double service line.
Yep.
So much for my theory that that net cord could be decisive.
It might still be. Had it not been, it would be 18-17 the other way around.
Yeah.
So this is very, very important, this point. 18-all or 19-17? Good serving. Good serving by Haifeng.
And good follow-up too.
13 all.
Yeah, and look, he's after that shuttle. He wants to get on with it. 18 all.
Oh, that's a miss hit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Service over. 19, 18.
Goodness me. He is quick.
He is very quick.
19 all.
It wasn't wrong when I was saying his racket skills are very quick.
You notice it more in the men's doubles, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. 19 all. Oh my goodness.
Service over. 20.
Well, the game point has come to the #1 seeds. And he's got to keep his serve low enough, but he's not called a fault.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a good serve too, but what a return.
Service over. 20 all.
Terrific.
Yeon-seong was going for it and then decided otherwise, and that really tricked his partner.
So 20 all. We need extra points until there's a 2-point difference between the two pairs. Now a second game point opportunity
21,
for Lee Yong-dae and Yeon-seong. Oh. Well, it's called in.
It's called short. It's called out. I think
The line judge called it in. It's been overruled by the umpire. There's no complaint from the Koreans. They know it was short. The correct decision was made in the end. I looked at the line judge.
okay.
21 all. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I can take much more.
Look at that defense again.
Good smash.
Service over. 22, 21.
Or will it be third time lucky for the Koreans? Third game point opportunity. Oh, don't believe it.
That's what he called all-out attack by the Chinese here. For Haifeng and Zhang. One overtaking from the other all the time.
Brilliant. What a rally. Oh, clever.
That's good. Yeah, that's a very clever shot. Oh, that's good play. That is good play by Yeon-dae.
Can you believe it? What a rally.
That is good play. Zhang desperately trying to close some gaps and all that, and then just this very nice little block shot, and that's enough.
Game point opportunity number 4.
23, 22. Play.
And another game point has been saved by the Chinese pair.
I'm actually not sure that the crowd really know what good badminton they see. I know we have a very knowledgeable crowd here in Denmark, but I'm really sure they understand how good this is.
This is fabulous. Good serve. Well, having just saved 4 game points now for Haifeng and Zhang.
And he is serving well.
So well. They have a match point opportunity. Good serve again.
And here it comes.
They've done it! Would you believe it? In their first ever Super Series tournament final as a combination. They win the title, beating the world #1s, Yong-dae and Yeon-seong. 2 thrilling games, 21-13, 25-23. Well, a little under 50 minutes, but my goodness, what a spectacular, exciting men's doubles that was. It's the final rally. Well, it's proved third time lucky as far as Fu Haifeng is concerned, his 3rd Denmark Open final with his 3rd different partner. He was beaten finalist in 2008 with Sheng Ye, a beaten finalist in 2011 with DYoo, and finally here in 2014. It is 3rd time lucky with his 3rd different partner, Zhang. He has taken the title, 21-13, 25-23. What a match. Prize presentation for the men's doubles coming up, and it does mean a clean sweep of titles for China.
Please welcome Yonex Denmark Open 2014 medalists. Runners-up from Korea, Yong-dae and Yeon-seong.
Well, that's 3 consecutive finals where they've had to settle for second best. The World Championships, the Asian Games, and now the Denmark Open.
Yonex Denmark Open 2014, 21-13, 25-23. From China, Haifeng,
Fu Haifeng and Zhang for Zhang Nan a second title into Denmark Opens. Of course, last year it was mixed doubles where he was victorious. He is a versatile player, and I do hope, in all seriousness, we see more of him on the men's doubles court. Ole Erik Høyer Larsen, the former Olympic champion, the only European ever to win Olympic gold in the sport of badminton. Atlanta 1996. He's now a member of the International Olympic Committee. He's president of the BWF, the Badminton World Federation. And I know he will have thoroughly enjoyed watching that men's doubles final. So, René Toft will present the MetLife souvenirs and the medals. Well, for the Korean pair, they started their partnership so well. They won their first 6 tournament finals that they contested. And they've now lost the last 3. The pressures when you're expected to win, when you've achieved success, it's a whole different scenario. You go out for matches, you're expected to win. Anything short of the title is perceived, I was going to say, as failure. That's totally unfair.
That's unfair, but
Yeah.
I also think that the other pairs are getting used to the style and getting used to the pace is opted one more time, and they're getting used to it, they're settling in, and that's why they can apply another pressure. So that's how it's building up the whole time.
Yeah. Steve Muller from Odense City, presenting the flowers to all 4 players.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a big applause to the medalist in Denmark Open 2014.
Well, what a fabulous match to end on. We will get an opportunity to talk to Fu Haifeng and Zhang Nan when they pose for the photographers. Obvious delight for the Chinese players, and why not?
Fu Haifeng and Zhang Nan, congratulations. For the first time since 1955, were all the finals here in Denmark Open won by one country. What does this mean for badminton in China?
首先祝贺你们，然后想问，自从1955年以来，这是在丹麦公开赛，这是第一次有一个国家包揽了5项冠军。你们觉得这对于中国的羽毛球来说意味着什么？
因为可能我还没有考虑的太多，说我们整个中国拿5块金牌，我更多的考虑，因为我们目前男双组都处于一个比较一个劣势的一个姿态，所以我们包括我们自己对男双，我们都包括从丹麦开始，我们都会每一站去冲。
And I haven't really think about the 5 championships thing, but for China, our men's double right now is not that advantageous. So we would like to focus on the men's double, and starting from Denmark Open, we'll fight each game. Yeah.
This was your first title together as a double. What is your next goal?
这是你们作为搭档第一次赢得的一个冠军。你们觉得接下来目标是什么？
因为接下来马上就法国超级赛了，所以说我很希望跟宝哥一起在法国超级赛继续冲击冠军。
The French Open will be next week, so I hope that I can fight for a championship with my partner.
Thank you very much and congratulations.
Well, that's an astonishing statistic, isn't it? 59 years since all 5 titles here at the Denmark Open were won by one nation. I can tell you it's 23 years since the men's doubles title at the Denmark Open was won by a Chinese pair. You have to go back to 1991. Chen Yumin and Wang Zhang winning 23 years ago. Well, it has been a fabulous finals day. It really has. It all started with the women's doubles and the former world champions, the winners of the Denmark Open of 2011, Wang Xiaoli and Yoon up against Matsutomo and Takahashi. So it was the World Championship silver medalists from this year against the Asian Games silver medalists from just a couple of weeks ago. But it was the Chinese pair who won comfortably. 21-16, 21-16, finishing it out on 6 straight points, incidentally. And then it was mixed doubles, and the 2012 winners regained their title for Tontowi Ahmad and Liliana Natsir. 3rd final in 3 years, and once again they ended as beaten finalists. It was a good match though, 22-20, 21-15, the final score in favour of Xu Shen and Ma Jin. Then we had women's singles and a repeat of the Asian Games final, but in contrast to the Asian Games in Korea just a couple of weeks ago, it was the Olympic champion Li Shuirui who prevailed, appearing in her 10th consecutive final in 10 tournaments that she's played, for Wang Yihan, who had not been beaten in a final for 23 months, having won 9 consecutive titles when she was in finals. It was disappointment. Well, the men's singles was a tremendous match, 1 hour and 6 minutes for 2 games. Son Wen-ho, trying to become the first Korean man ever to win the men's singles here at the Denmark Open, fell just short as he was beaten by the defending champion and 2-time previous winner of this Denmark Open championship, Chen Long, 21-19, 24-26. Saved 6 game points in that 2nd game, did Chen Long, before winning through in 2. And the men's doubles, what a thriller that was. Last year's champions from Korea, Lee Yong-dae and Yeon-seong, the #1 seeds, appearing in their 4th consecutive Super Series tournament final. They won their 3 previous in Japan, Indonesia and Australia, but here in Denmark they were beaten by this relatively new pairing of Fu Haifeng and Zhang. So the first time in 23 years that China have won the men's doubles here in Denmark. Well, there is confirmation that the first time since 1955 that one nation has won all 5 titles here at the Denmark Open. Obvious disappointment that there were no Danes involved on finals day, but we have had some tremendous matches. We really have had a great day. Well, of course, as the players were saying, the tour, the Super Series tour, moves on to Paris and the French Open next week. I'll be back from quarterfinals stage, that's next Friday, for the French Open. But in the meantime, from all of us here, especially from my colleague Morten Frost, myself, Jill Clark, we'll see you in a week's time. Bye for now.